What's going on, guys? So in this video, let's talk about the shaky head. Let's get going. Okay, so before we start fishing, let's talk about my setup I like using for this. This is my complete opinion and how I fish a shaky head in this video. This right here is a 13 fishing black Omen. This is a 7.3 medium action spinning rod. So it's a really quick tip, so it won't rip the bait out of the fish's mouth, but you can feel it on the bottom. Reel, my favorite reel to use for any type of drop shot finesse fishing is a Mitchell Mag Pro. This is the Mag Pro in the 3000 series. It is spooled with 15-pound braid, and then my leader is 8-pound fluorocarbon. The water is a little bit clear today, so I'm going to make sure I'm going to be using my fluorocarbon to where the fish will not see it. This reel right here, the Mitchell Mag Pro, is a 5:8:1 gear ratio reel, so something really quick. My favorite shaky head and shaky head worm to use are these guys right here. These guys, I can't even talk today. This is what the shaky head looks like. This is a VMC rugby head. And then the worm is a simple Zoom trick worm. It's what I like using on this setup right here. Decent shaky head fish. Fish number one on the shaky head. Let's let this guy go. Let this guy go. Went back that way. So let me show you a little trick that I like to do before I even put the Zoom trick worm on this hook right here. A lot of people like using their mouth to do this, but it's not as flat as when I cut it. It's a little bit quicker to use your mouth though. You can use your mouth. I cut off just a little bit of the tip of the head right here. But I take about that little bit off, snip it off, and then what that did was create a flat surface right here. So now that's going to set up against the little ball head instead of this, the tip of it that it used to be right there, because this tip's not very flat. Let's talk about how to rig this guy. Now it's just going to be just like a regular old Texas rig. All you do is go down to the bend right there, come back out right there, pull it all the way up to the tip of the head, turn it, and then measure with your thumb where it's going to go in. Right, about right. We'll just see about right there. And now it is, expose it out, just like that. That's what your shaky head's going to look like. So this guy bouncing on the bottom is deadly. I'm sorry about the wind, it is awful. All right, so let's talk about why I like using this VMC rugby head and the Zoom trick worm. All right, so the first reason, the reason I like this trick worm, let's take a look at that. This flat side right here, when it sinks on the shaky head, it's not going to go straight to the bottom like that. Since it's got a flat side, it's actually going to glide down, have a little bit of a glide action to it. But the reason I like the shaky head is because there is no screw lock or anything on it. It's just the hook and the little jig head. Some people like having all the little spring lock stuff. I don't like that. I didn't talk about worm colors that I like to use with the Zoom trick worm. My favorite color, I don't want to say on camera because it is such a productive color for me in any of my soft plastics, but my second favorite color is the June bug. That is a really good color. And then also green pumpkin and watermelon is another really good color. This wind is relentless. All right, so I use a few different retrieves, but I'm going to talk about my two most productive ones, which is my first one is cast it out. In this cast, you just cast it out, let it sink to the bottom. Give your rod tip a couple quick jerks up. 1, 2. I like doing 2. You can do 3, or you can just lift your rod tip up and do that. So let's talk about the second retrieve I like to use with the shaky head. This one, cast it out there, let it sink all the way to the bottom, because you're fishing a shaky head on the bottom. And this one, all I do is I simply drag it on the bottom until I feel something different, and that's when you want to shake your rod tip. Shake it. There's something down there that stopped your bait, so either that's where a bass is, or you've hit like a little clump of mud or something like that. So if you don't feel a bite after a couple seconds of shaking it, keep continuing the drag. Keep dragging it. Oh, there's a difference right there. Shake it. You just do that through the whole retrieve. There we go. This one's pretty decent, man. There. Well, come here. This guy's probably about 2 pounds right here. So let's put this guy back in the water. Fish slime. All right, man, there you go. Oh. Did you see that diving motion? This is the end of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I have more videos coming up soon. I've got another challenge video, 2 more challenge videos. I'm going back to Atlanta in December to record some more videos with Zachary Jeter. I have not seen that guy in a while, so we're gonna make sure we catch some big uns on that videos. Other than that, that's this video. So I will see you guys in my next video. See you guys soon. Take care.